What's up? What's up? What's up, good people? Good people. What's good? It has happened. I'm surprised more than anything, but the Houston Rockets and Daryl Morley backs are against the wall. They're not where they're supposed to be right now as a team. And it's not Carmelo Anthony's fault, but he's really being blamed. So it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Carmelo Anthony was somebody you would call an ambassador for the sport, an ambassador of goodwill. He's done tremendous things for the NBA. He bent over backwards for this company. He was always the guy that represented the Olympics. When other players is like, I'm busy, I got a Nike engagement, don't feel like doing it. He always made the time. So the fact that Carmelo Anthony is not going to play anymore for the Houston Rockets, it's he's not playing tonight. They're saying he has an illness. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But they had a meeting to reevaluate what they were going to do with, talked about his future and what they're going to do with Carmelo Anthony because after that OKC game, it was obvious this isn't working. And certain players are just not designed to come off the bench. But even when he started, he doesn't fit this kind of flow of offense. And Carmelo Anthony is a player where the game has passed him by. He's in a new game in which it's different. When he came into this league, it was still played sort of the old way with post up players and all these guys, and that got phased out to this arcade, everybody shooting the three. Now, Carmelo could shoot the three, but Carmelo used to play in the post as well and shoot fadeaways and bang and do things of that nature. Now, the players like Wade and all these guys who played inside the paint, these guys are, they're paying the price for it. Those days of basketball playing days are over. Everybody's now facing the basket. And now he's become a player in which he has no, he can't play at this level right now at his age. He'll have games where the shots are dropping and he'll have like 24 points, 25, and it'll look like it's flowing. But the way they play in Houston with Harden, who's ball dominant, you got Chris Paul, who's ball dominant. This doesn't fit. He's not a truck tucker. He's not a truck tucker. I mean, financially, Carmelo Anthony has made the right choices. Financially, he did not make any wrong decisions. He took the money. Now, he may never win an NBA championship or probably play in an NBA final, but we don't know that yet. But what we do know is he's done everything right. He didn't get in any trouble outside. You know, sure, he might have a baby out of wedlock and all this stuff, but other than that, he's caused the league no problems. He was a model player. Him, Wade, and Chris Paul and LeBron basically shaped the last generation. Like Kobe played 20 years. So he played into almost half of a generation that was way beyond him. When Kobe was playing, everybody that basically played with him had retired. It was like, dude, do you realize like everybody who came in when you came in, Kobe was like one of the last people from his class that was in there. You know, Vince Sanity, that came along too, but Vince is another one. He's in Atlanta. 41. Still dunking the basketball. Finding ways to contribute. Right. KG, he just went out a couple of years ago, and these guys were able to play deep in their careers. But like the Brooklyn days and days before that, they weren't relevant. They weren't relevant. I mean, he might get picked up. Where will he go will be interesting. Let's say the Lakers pick him up. Okay? Let's say the Los Angeles Lakers pick up Carmelo Anthony. Where that wouldn't help them. The reason why is because they have too many people already. Well, he fits the Lakers. The Lakers don't play any defense either. You saw LeBron try to kick the ball rather than move out of the spot he was in. Well, Houston don't. They're on a short clock. Daryl Morley will be fired this year if they don't even go to the Western Conference Finals. This team is picked to challenge the Los Angeles Lakers. Right now, they're not playing good basketball. They went and spent all this money with the hopes and dreams of, like, okay, we got the hopes and the dreams up of we're going to challenge the Warriors. We're only one game away. You got rid of two defensive players that were very key. So Melo will not play against Atlanta. They're going to say he has an illness. And he had a meeting yesterday to discuss with the owners as far as his direction for the team. And it does not look like he will be rejoining the team anytime soon. I mean, this is the news that's out right now that I don't know if they're going to trade him or what's going to happen, but the Melo experiment didn't work. The OKC game was proof of it. Whatever was said in the meeting, it obviously didn't go well. But it's not Carmelo's fault. It's not Carmelo's fault this isn't working out. They're not trying to get Carmelo to play at Carmelo's strengths. They want him to make his way in a figure eight. It's not his fault. The team sucks defensively. Chris Paul, they giving him open looks, but y'all want Melo to just shoot threes. If that's the game, then you're going to live and die with Melo shooting threes. He's not a knockdown three-point shooter. He never was. He's a guy that can possibly get a couple. Like, he might get this. He might get that one. He might get this one. He's a three. He might be 6 of 8 one time. Or he might be, and you got to remember, he's in like year 16, 17. What do you expect to get out of him? It's unrealistic to think it is unrealistic to think that Carmelo Anthony was going to be the difference maker on the team. He was supposed to be an asset to the team. Now, granted, he's not hitting a lot of threes. His shot's flat. Y'all want him to catch in transition and pull up. The guy's in year 16. All right? You got to allow him to play at his strengths. Put him in the post, feed him the ball, see if he can get some shots on the inside. Play inside out with Carmelo. But they're not doing that. Plus, he's not the same as he used to be. He's an older player. He's in the twilight of his career. This might be the final year because I can't see anybody really picking him up next year or him even risking wanting to go someplace else. Or he might just be it, period. Melo's in shape. It's not that. He's played basketball for 17 years. You don't jump as high. That move you had, that stutter step, which looks like you're shaking. The Melo stutter step, nobody's going for that. He ain't beating nobody off the dribble. So they're going to block your shot. And you have two inept people running the court with Chris Paul and James Harden. They're there to get theirs. They want to live the game beyond the three-point line and not try to even think or fool teams to believe that they're going for the two. So you live and die by the three, and they've been dying by it. And on defense, they're lacking because other teams are putting them on their back heels to defend, and they can't. And they've been getting rolled by teams that they're supposed to beat. It's hard. You got Casablanca, The Last Dragon. It's like one of my fun movies to watch. Like Predator. It's a lot of great films. The original Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back is up there. That was the first time we ever saw the bad guy win in movie history. So that will always be on the list, very high. That's right. The Last Dragon. So you guys are the fans. Don't forget to click the link in the description box. You guys can send me a message or email. That way I can send you messages back in email. And we have each other's contacts. You can make a donation to the page, whatever you like. Now, um, you guys are the fans. Where do you think, or what do you think Carmelo Anthony should do now? Because it doesn't seem like Houston is the place to be for him. Well, nothing happened till tomorrow. Retire. Warriors. I hear Warriors. Go to Miami and finish it out with D Wade. Go to the 76ers. Call LeBron. Warriors. Retire. He should have stayed with the Hawks. Because he's a martial artist, slick hustler. Go on vacation. Warriors for a 2-week contract. Portland, go back to Denver or go to the Warriors. Same thing happened to Allen Iverson. It's happening to Melo. Not really. Iverson had a whole lot of other issues going on. Go home to the Nuggets. '76ers. I've seen a lot of people earlier say he should go to the '76ers. Now, Melo's an East Coast guy. If he make a decision like that, it would have to be pertaining to where he could still see his son and visit. So him being around New York or close to it would make sense. And since the Knicks, that's not he tried that. Jersey is out of the question. Philly looks more than likely a good place for him to go. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if they trade him, waive him. But whatever happened in that meeting, it seems like his days with the organization is over. That's right. That's the way they wanted him to play. They want him to use an element of his game, one part of his game, and that's that. It's the plays they run. And the D'Antoni offense is basically he wants people to just catch and shoot. Washed up to me is such a hard word, harsh word, especially for somebody like Melo, who's always done the right thing and have always took all the backlash in New York. He took all of the backlash when they really didn't have a lot of supporting cast around it. And then when they did have people there, like they have a big three, but no structure, no coach. You got the coach running around out here banging people's girlfriends on the team. It's terrible. The Knicks could never get right. I mean, yeah, he could easily average 22 if he was the main guy on the team, if that's what he wanted to do. But for Melo, if he wanted to make a run, he wouldn't fit in Boston. Philly is the only team I see that has a legitimate chance to possibly come out of the East. Hello, it's me. 1-1 versus one. What are you talking about? 76ers need all the help they can get. That team is built up on potential only. Oh, the Detroit Pistons don't need Melo. Actually, we were supposed to draft Melo, and that set off the demise of the Detroit Pistons. We took Darko, somebody, Joe Dumars, did not see any value in bringing in Carmelo Anthony. He just was like, the way the team was built, Melo was built up to be a superstar of the team, and where it was going to demand a lot of attention towards him. So they passed and didn't draft Melo and took Darko, and it brought dark times to the Detroit Pistons. No, what it would have done for Detroit is have a young guy come up in a winning system, and he would have played limited minutes for a team that was already winning. Mm-hmm. So you gotta remember, when they came in, the game had changed. Joel's teeth was traded. Well, Joel is going to jail, so Joel's is going to jail, so I'm quite sure. Yeah, that's probably why his teeth was missing. Exactly. He's not going to play against, I think, Atlanta. Jimmy first game will be Wednesday. Once the league go ahead and I just watch a player get knocked completely out cold. Cornerback got dropped by a wide receiver. Boom. Oh, yeah. St. Brown laid a lick. Boom. And knocked that cornerback out. That's a legal hit. He's in his fourth season. Cornerback Bobby McCain. He just got dropped. Got knocked out on the block. Never saw it coming. Poof. He was out. Why would he want to come to Minnesota? So he can see Carl Anthony Towns be soft with Wiggins? Oh, we finna see what happens now. Jimmy ain't there now. Jimmy ain't there to save you. Better hope D Rose can save you. Y'all, welcome to Soft City. We got the cat. We got Wiggins. They out there playing softball. Yes, I did hear about Gladiator 2 being made. I don't know, man. A lot of fatigue. Tired. Real tired. Well, McCain is up and walking. Walking on his own. Probably embarrassed. He got dropped by a wide receiver. I remember Ty Gurley played his first rookie year, had a whole bunch of yards for the Rams, and didn't score a touchdown. It took him into his second season to score a touchdown. I mean, here's the thing. You got 10 guys now on the Los Angeles Lakers that you playing about 10 people on the team. It's not enough balls to go around and not enough minutes to go around for everybody. So if you bring in Carmelo Anthony, what's that going to do to everybody else? LeBron going to want his 35. Oh, block, punt. Grab the ball. They could have had a touchdown. They blocked the punt. Yeah, the Packers suck. But y'all signed Rodgers to all this money. They about to lose to the Miami Dolphins. Mess up my sheet. You know what was really interesting during that time is that Carmelo Anthony has shown time and time again that he could do great things, like for the league. And if he was put in the right situation, he could do great things. You can't take a guy that was used to starting and just move him to the bench. When he played in OKC, you started to see they played more of this fast paced offense. Nothing like it was in the Knicks, where they would actually go to the post and let him post up. That wasn't allowed in OKC. It's run and gun. Then you go from OKC to Houston, which is basically the same thing. Run and gun, run and gun, run and gun. They want you to shoot the ball within this many amount of seconds. Now it's time possession, one guy holding the ball, no ball movement, and somebody shoots it with 3 on the shot clock. But they live beyond the arc with one big guy in the middle trying to get rebounds. You know what I think? I think he should go ahead, either go to Miami and retire with Wade, or just play with Philly and get it all out your system. Get all that basketball out your system. Why you still can. You're not Thanos no more. Well, Carmelo Anthony has put in a lot of work. So it's not like he didn't work hard. You just got to understand he's older, and the position that they're asking him to play and what they're requiring of him is a little bit unrealistic. You know, it's unrealistic at this point. Absolutely. Well, of course he's in it for the bag. What else would he be in it for? I mean, Melo's gotten his money. He made more money in the NBA as far as salary than LeBron James. Well, whatever this meeting they had after the OKC game, I mean, he looked really bad in the OKC game. That was probably the worst he's ever looked. And Daryl Morley spent a lot of this new owner's money. And because he spent a lot of the new owner's money, he wants to see some results. So Morley's job's on the line. If they don't get back to where they were, heads are going to fly. Nobody's giving up on them. It's like it's not working. If you don't want to get stuck with somebody or a system or something that's not working and drag it on like it's going to get better. If it's not looking like it's going to get better, chances are it won't. No, he didn't get traded. I can't see him as a Laker because what would he play? You already got Pope on the team. You got Ingram. You got Lonzo. You got all these players that can't get playing time. Now you got Melo. Beasley has not even played all season. He's just been sitting on the bench. So you got Michael Beasley who's just there. He haven't had no chance to really shine at all. See, that's the problem. Everybody hates Carmelo, but they love LeBron for some reason. It's like, why? LeBron is like the basically the bottom of the barrel. If they gave Melo what they gave LeBron, then my goodness. Melo had post game. It's just that now they've eliminated the post game and made him a third player option instead of a first option. And now he can't be a first option again because they don't want him to play with his back to the basket. He's doing what the team is requesting of him. But it's like, dude, I can't be 25 again. What do you expect? I can't blow by them with my first step. Yeah, maybe in his first couple of years, but he did. Well, you see why the Dolphins lose. The idiot kicker kicked the ball out of bounds, not knowing the situation when they kicked the field goal. It was 14-12. And he kicked it out after a scoring field goal. Kicks the ball out of bounds. They get a short field. And there's an interception thrown by Osweiler, which was inevitable. And now this game's over. Well, to be honest, I just want to see Melo go out and have opportunity again. So Philly might be the best opportunity. So let's say they got Jimmy Butler, Carmelo, JJ Redick, Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons. And whatever else they got on the bench. That's a decent little starting, position for them. Go about 7, 8 players. You don't need them on the Spurs. Plus, you gotta look at Melo. Melo is not going to join. Carmelo Anthony is not going to join a team that's way far out away from his son. He's very active in his son's life. Philly is very close to New York, so he can check in on his son, visit his son, and see him. So Philly makes the most sense. Now, if they release him, I'm quite sure Philly will be one of the teams that he'll probably try out for, or go to Miami and retire with D Wade and Haslam. Yeah. What about the Lakers? Where would he go on the Lakers and be able to fit in? They're already struggling giving people minutes. That's like Boston. Boston, who could they pick up? They got guys that want to play more minutes and they can't do it. You must be playing a video game. Well, times are hard all over. I'll race you for pigs. Oh, man. I'll race you for pigs. Oh, man. He didn't make my day now. Oh, you clicked the link in the description box and made a donation? That's what's up. I'm going to go check the donations in a little bit. Oh, yeah, Zach has worked out tremendously for the Chicago Bulls. He came cheap. They didn't spend no money, and they're getting a lot out of it. I know. Zach been balling. I know, Mr. Sledge. Yeah, we did get snow. I could hear shovels out there. I had a wild night last night, though. But I feel good. And I race you for pigs. Yeah, so I'm finna get out of here. Thanks for, the updates and everything we've been doing together live today. This is about my third live video of the day, which is pretty exhausting. I'll check my donations. All right. And for the rest of you guys, you can click the link, leave me a message in the donation section. Uh-oh.